Hey again, everyone. We are here at the Houston Micro Center for another episode of Gear Up. Now remember, Micro Center has a great deal going on if you're in the need for a CPU and you're a first-time shopper, $25 off any CPU purchase. And if you're bundling that with a motherboard, you can take another $20 off the top. Pretty sweet. Be sure to check it out if you live near Micro Center, or you can shop online. You know, I try with every episode to pick a different system, especially from the one prior. And older rigs tend to, all sort of kind of just feel the same after a while. And then when it comes to the budget, the upgrades, it can again feel fairly redundant because there are certain deals that exist in around the time that we film all of these videos, usually within a 2 or 3 day session. But I think you will like this person's rig. I think you'll like the starting point, and who knows, he might spend something big and may be able to rebuild everything from scratch. So with that, I hope you will stick around. To get rid of that annoying Windows activation watermark, head on over to VIP SCD Key. Purchase a Windows 10 Pro OEM key for a fraction of the price of retail. Just use a secure payment method like PayPal, enter your product key into your PC settings window, and say bye-bye to the watermark. And be sure to use our offer code SKGS for a sweet discount. Hey there, we're back. Well, I thought this was pretty cool.
It is cool.
It is cool?
Your art degree from a community college.
Okay. So this is Travis. How you doing, Travis?
Doing
With
good,
the
sir.
good handshake out of the way, we'll save the awkward one for later. You guys know the drill. So this is Travis's rig. It's in a beautiful 500DX white edition, yeah, from Be Quiet. But,
I got the idea from you.
Oh, you did? White builds, I love them. But it's got some older components in it. And
Use
there's
some help.
one thing in particular that I think you really need help with, and that's the graphics card, yeah?
Graphics card.
Yeah. What do you have in there currently?
It's a 550 Ti.
Woo-wee. So do you game with it at all?
Not as much as you could think. I mean, it's only got a gig of VRAM, so there's not a whole lot you can do with it.
Yeah, there's some modern, I think, integrated graphics nowadays that could probably keep up with or exceed a 550 Ti. It's pretty nuts how far tech's come, but I'm excited to see what we can do with this rig. I think like the bare minimum you can win is $600, which I think just that would solve a lot of the issues of this rig around gaming. But if you score something higher than that, I mean, you might even be able to upgrade the platform, right? You're on AM4 right now, 3600 in there, and the B450.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think there's many different possibilities here. I think this is a perfect time to swing into the wheel. I can't say Wheel of Fortune because that's
Copyrighted.
trademarked. Yeah, copyrighted. Yeah, I can't do that. We're just gonna call it the wheel. Not gonna get the mechanical spinny wheel effect that people were getting in the Atlanta Center because we had to fly here. But we did modify the wheel a bit. So instead of the spin again, you get a spin again plus add $100 to whatever your next spin is. If you hit the plus $100 tab 10 times in a row, that's $1,000 on top of your next spin. So you could, in theory, exceed the $1,200 cap in the wheel.
Let's do that.
That's not. So the color sequence here is totally random. Like the red's not better than the purple, although you might infer that from some of the prices here. But alrighty, Travis, all you need to do is click the spin in the center and cross your fingers.
I'm gonna cross everything I got.
Tell you what, I'll even put some sound on there for you. There you go. This is about as engaging as it's gonna get with a laptop, I apologize. 800 again?
That's pretty good.
You think we can do a lot with that?
I think we can do quite a bit with that.
Yeah. Anything off the top of your head that you want to tackle right away?
Well, I think I definitely need a graphics card of some kind.
Yeah, usually I wouldn't advise starting with a graphics card, but I think now it makes a lot of sense. Now, this being a 550 Ti, I am curious what power supply you're currently running, because that might affect some things.
So there is a power spec 550 watt bronze in there.
Okay.
So it's going to probably limit us on the graphics a little bit.
Just a little bit?
There's a lot that goes into building a computer, and when you build it to a certain spec that's not built to go forward, then you're just kind of stuck, and then whenever it comes time to update your parts, then you just need to build the whole new rig, and it's going to cost you a lot more.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with, prepping for especially like a tighter budget build, just picking whatever works in the moment. Future-proofing can cost you, especially in performance in a budget build. But yeah, I'd say if it was me, I'd probably start with a power supply just to get it out of the way.
Well, on top of that, it's a bronze rating, so I mean, you could probably just get a more efficient one, and that would probably do you a lot better too.
So this would be your primary aisle for power supplies. Maybe you can just feel out. Do you have any brand in particular you're interested in?
Not really. I'm not really like any kind of fanboy for any specific thing, but I know that some brands are definitely more expensive than others.
Yeah, well, that's the thing too. I mean, maybe look at the warranties, look at whether or not the unit's modular or semi-modular, what kind of efficiency you're after. I know the RMA50X was a pretty popular power supply in our previous season, but of course those are a bit a bit more expensive, you know,
How
Corsair
much
units.
is that one?
That one I think is like, what, 150-ish? Do you have any open box power supplies? Is that something you'd be
Oh
interested in?
yes, absolutely.
That might be worth looking into.
So we do have some. Majority of them are going to be the ones with these yellow tags on them. We do have this main gear ignition 850 80 plus gold one here for 103.
Dude, $100
That's
bucks?
perfect. I think I'm gonna take that one.
$100, dude.
For a gold sub?
Snag that before someone else does.
For sure,
dude.
for sure.
That's
You
like a
definitely wanna-
$60 discount. Yeah, not bad.
A lot of the prices for the 6000 series of these came down, right? They're not,
That's true, yeah.
because I know that on the box for like the 6950 it says like $850, but
Right, right.
they're actually like $650.
True, yeah. And then if you get it with a CPU, it goes down to $600, which is pretty good as well.
That would make a really good value deal.
You could just plop everything into an RX 6800 XT. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
What if you had like an open box 6950?
594. I think that's more.
Well,
than
what if we put that one on there and took off the CPU?
$700 because this is $20 cheaper.
Yep.
So $700. You got $100.
Oh, I think for the first time we've actually managed to wiggle in some cable extensions, black and white. This is gonna look pretty sweet.
It's gonna match perfectly.
So you're at 750. And then with the cables, you'd be at
790.
Math. We did it. 794.
Nice. $7.94 and a bag of chips.
And a bag of chips.
Seriously, get the bag of chips. You might as well. I mean,
Got
come
to.
on.
Hey, we still got $5.
$5. $5. What you got for $5?
Hold on. Let me go.
He's being serious. Oh wow, it's actually cheaper than what it's marked at here. So you got it for what, $5?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So
89
we
or
did.
something?
Yeah, we haven't replaced the tag for it.
Ah.
Yeah, the new tags on the side.
Oh, new tags on the
He
side.
printed it out.
Oh yeah, $5.94. So we are off to find the 5-pack of fans. Oh dude, yeah, there you go. Tons of fan packs here. Behind. Those are still marked $70 though?
No. Yeah.
Oh, it's just an
their-
old tag?
Yeah.
Ah, see, that's what they used to be. You got a good deal.
Shaquille O'Neal over there.
Yeah, oh dude, we had him in season 1. What's up, Shaq? It is checkout time. Oh, you sure you don't want to get yourself a bag of chips? You got a bag of chips over there?
Chips, I'll be right back.
Pick something yummy.
I got $5.
He's actually getting a bag of chips. I love this guy. He's making every use that he can of this budget.
He's making big plays.
This is awesome. Okay, Travis, you need to pretend you're a YouTuber and you're introducing parts for the first time. What do we have? Recap this for us.
We got ourselves some gorgeous black and white cable extensions
I
to
love
match
that
the
you got
rest
these.
of our
Dude, I
our
love
build
that you
here.
got. That's gonna look so good.
It's
in
gonna
there.
be so gorgeous.
That is awesome.
We got our nice open box here, 850 watt gold certified power supply.
Nice from Main Gear. That's gonna be sweet.
And we have our absolutely cream of the crop 6950 XT.
This is Big Chongus. Big Chongus right here. This looks so good.
Doesn't get better than that.
So if you could, yeah, take that right side panel off, you can see what we're working with. What on earth is?
Don't look at me.
What is this? What is this?
I worked with what I had.
Did you crimp cables together?
I crimped cables together.
Wow, actually that's pretty cool. So this is what you did to get around the fact that you didn't have a fan hub, right?
I didn't have a fan hub, so I made do with what I had.
There we go. So the power supply is fully disconnected. We've got the fans mostly out. We're working
This
on
is the
that.
third
no
one,
Rush,
okay.
No rush. We're getting these out and
Oh, shit.
and then the graphics card. So we're stripping this thing down just a tad. And out comes the ancient GTX 550. I wonder if that's worth something. It's been a while.
I don't know.
Maybe just worth putting it up on eBay and just seeing if anyone bites. These are good looking fans. I've got to say, I haven't seen these before, but they aren't too shabby. Nice and snugly in here. It's usually not this messy. We'll clean her up though. In goes 24-pin extension. Yep, black and white was definitely the way to go with this. It's gonna look so clean with this contrast.
8 hours later.
So it has it's been a minute. Turns out,
Lots of sweat.
replacing 5 fans and then adding extensions and trying to cram that all into a compact mid-tower is not super easy. I know this isn't pretty. It could probably be beautified a little more, but we're running out of space, honestly. So I think important part is that we've got all the stuff wired up that needs to be wired up. We've got our 8 pins run through. We forgot that the extension kit only comes with 2 PCIe extensions. So we're gonna have an extra cable, an extra 8-pin that doesn't have an extension.
Yeah, we all kind of forgot
yeah.
that this one takes 3.
Yeah, that's so not gonna look
It's
ideal.
Worst things have happened.
But yeah, I mean, at least you've got a 69. I mean, compared to that other car. Where's that other car? A little dinky thing. Look at that. Yeah.
The difference in the cars.
We have come a long way, my friends. Let's see how close we get with this case. Yeah, look at that. See, remember what I told you about if you had an AIO in here, it'd be awfully tight. Oh, dude, you got the silver accents that almost complement the top of the cooler there. You guys do not want to know how long it has taken to get this rig situated the way that it is.
So much sweat.
We have fought with it a lot, but in the end, I think it looks pretty good, ignoring that one random cable there that doesn't have an extension yet.
It doesn't
which
exist.
We
It's
can very easily fix that in the future. But for now, I'd say that's a pretty sweet black and white looking build.
That is so nice.
Are you exhausted, or are you excited, or nervous, or what?
All of the above.
All of the above? All right, well, I'm crossing everything I got on this one, because if it doesn't turn on,
we got a whole new set of
dive back into the rainforest behind this motherboard tray. I'm not super proud of it. Again, I think kind of we're just victims of all the stuff we threw into it. But if it works, then
if it works, then there's no problem.
Consolation prize. Yeah. So if you want to do the honors, go ahead and flip the switch at the rear and power on up front, and hopefully we get a sign of life. Okay, so LEDs are on. Ooh. Looking nice and pretty. So we've still got the same platform we had before, correct?
Same platform,
and the NVMe, oh, look at there. It's already booting right into Windows. That was really fast. This thing is like, hurry up, use me. Come on. Play some games again, because you've got that beefy graphics card in there.
I think it's a Gen 2 NVMe in there, but it's still it's still nice and zippy.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, compared to especially like a hard disk drive, or even a 2.5-inch drive, like you max out on the SATA reads and writes, what, 500-600 megabytes per second each, so. I mean, if you're anything over that is a win. We've got a post. It went to a black screen for a second. I think it's maybe fiddling with drivers since it's a new graphics card. That might be the one thing you want to do when you take it home is DDU the old drivers, 550 Ti that are probably ancient by this point. I usually just use AMD Auto Detect for the new stuff, and then dude, get to gaming.
Oh yeah,
I mean, this is gonna be freaking awesome.
Can't tell you how excited I am.
Hopefully you guys like the way this one turned out. I know I did, and I think Travis is pretty stoked. I think that the parts that he picked made a lot of sense. And we now have a rig that is just ready to shred frames, like undeniable.
All of the frames.
All of the frames. All of the frames. Well, I appreciate you coming out. Thanks for high five. That will work. Thanks again, Travis, for coming out. Really appreciate you.
Thanks.
And thanks for watching, everybody. We'll catch you in the next one.
Bye.
Ciao. Ciao. What the?
Redo it all again. Run it back.
Have I ever ended a video with ciao? Oh my God.